See, there's so many tools available in starting a business. And so there are so many resources available to start a business. Now, I can tell you, there's this thing that people underuse, and I'm going to tell you a secret. All you got to do is find everything you want to know on this thing called Google, right? Write that down. So it's this thing called Google that's my best friend, it's my boyfriend, and all the things. I can find out anything I want to find out on Google, and you can too. Obviously, you need a mentor, you need a business coach, you need someone to guide you so you don't make as many mistakes. Yes or yes. Now, for myself, I never had a business before I started my direct sales company. And so I wanted a business, but I didn't know what type of business. And so if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the comments below. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha, to you. This is the first time you hearing the sound of my voice. Say you are a newbie. Let me know that you are a newbie in the building so I can recognize you, I can acknowledge you, and I can thank you. And so let me tell you, my background is actually in radio and television. Thank you for joining me. Miss Shauna is in the building. And so I'm a radio personality, business coach, and I am in direct sales. And so I teach women how to start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, baby. Hashtag double threat if you want to be a double threat. Because I started my business offline years ago, like everybody else, offline, coffee meetings and all the things. And I became very successful in a short period of time with my full-time job, moms, with my son, and he was 2 at the time. So we can do it. We can do multiple things. Mothers, let me just tell you, you're my people. If you work in corporate America, you want a side hustle, you have children, you're my people. Because that's how I started. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew I needed to do it. And so I started, attending business meetings and trainings and coachings and all the things. I invested the time and the money. Was I tired, moms? Yes, ma'am. Was it challenging? Challenging? Yes, ma'am. It was, but it was also worth it. I wouldn't trade anything because my son got a chance to get me. He didn't get the daycare lady. He didn't get, someone else. He got me. And so I don't regret that at all. And so if you're in that position and you're in corporate America and you're like Misty, you're wondering, what are the keys to starting a business, or why should I start a business? And why is everyone saying start a business, but you don't know how to start a business? Well, I'm going to just try and tell you 7 reasons why you need to start a business. And then you can decide, what type of business you want to start. I'll just give you some things that help me. First, I wanted time freedom. So that was the reason I started my business. Oh, thank you for joining me. Oh, California in the building. California in the building. I see you, California. Instagram is kind of further out there. And so I wanted time freedom. That was it. It wasn't the job. I was good at what I was doing. I worked for a major television station. My degrees are in communications and public relations. Didn't have anything to do with skills or anything. It's just I could not continue to go to an office. I could not continue to go to, a 9 to 5. Didn't have anything to do with them. I was like, I cannot do this another day. Oh, Salt Lake City in the house. I cannot do it. There has to be a better way. And I didn't know there was a better way. I always wanted to work in television. I always wanted to work in corporate America. And so when I heard people were earning a 6-figure income doing something else, like network marketing and direct sales, I'm like, how? How? And so I was curious. The first person who talked to me, I listened. I got educated first, and then I made an informed decision, and I moved forward. And so I'm like you guys. I didn't know anything, but the difference is, I know for me, I was willing to learn. Like I'm the person, I'm willing to mess up. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to look crazy. I'm willing to do that if I'm going to get the results I want. Because I know everything's not going to be easy, right? I know very few people are actually going to do it. And so I want to take the challenge. And so what I would tell you, first of all, you got to be willing to mess up. You got to be willing to look crazy. You got to be willing to talk to everybody and share your business. You got to be willing to do what other people won't do. You got to be willing to do it. And so I was willing to do it. Yes, tired, sleepy, all the things, right? Household, husband, all the things. I wasn't special, but I was like, this is what it's going to take for me to build a business. As long as it's not forever, right? It feels like it's forever, but as long as I know it's not forever, I can do it. Now, let me tell you a key factor. You got to fall in love with the process. Most people don't like the process. See, the process is the hurt. The process is the no's. The process is the not interested. The process is people letting you down. The process, this is the process, right? You got to fall in love with the process of, I have to introduce my business every single day. I have to market my business every single day. I have to work on my business every single day. That's the process. And so if you know the end from the beginning, you'll stay empowered in the process. You can write that down. Say, Jerusha said, if you know the end from the beginning, you'll stay empowered in the process. And so I knew where I was going. I was getting out of my traditional job. So the end was time freedom, time freedom. And all I could see every day, all day, was time freedom, time freedom, time freedom. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. Okay. You got to be willing to be crazy a little bit, right? And so it doesn't matter. Oh, thank you for the hearts on Instagram. You my people. And so you got to be crazy just a little bit, right? And you can't worry about what other people think, who did it, who didn't do it, who started it. It doesn't matter. You never base your success or failure on what somebody else did. It doesn't matter. I don't care who did it. I'm doing it. I believe in it. I believe in my abilities to learn. I can learn anything. So let me just tell you, you will not gain what you really want until you pay a price. There's a price to pay for success. There's a price to pay to prosper. You can write that down. Einstein said, a person who never made any mistakes never tried anything new. So if you're not making mistakes, you're not falling, you're not trying anything new. Therefore, you're not growing. Growing is uncomfortable, right? Growing isn't easy, right? And so if you're going to grow in a business and start a business, you're going to be pulled and tugged in different directions. You're going to feel like you can't do it, but you can. It's too many people doing it. You can, right? You have to learn how to manage yourself. You can't manage time. Like people say time management. You actually can't manage time because it's going to happen whether you move or not, right? We all have the same 24 hours. So you have to learn how to manage yourself. And that's one key factor is I learned how to manage me. That's all I can manage is me. I know what I'm doing 24 hours, 7 days a week. I can only manage myself, right? I can say no to my girlfriends. I can say no to family members to go to the cookout. I can turn off the television. I can turn off the radio. When you're in the car, that's Drive Time University. That's all I'm doing in the car is educating myself. That's Drive Time University. Every time I'm in the car, I need to be learning something. I can't listen to the radio. What radio? Unless it's a podcast, I'm learning, right? Unless it's something, a tool where I'm learning, I got time for that. But I don't know who's the hottest in R&B. I don't know who's the hottest in any genre of music. I don't know, right? I hear music, but I don't know who's number one right now. I know that I'm focused on building my business and helping those women who want to come with me. That's what I know for sure. I know that I'm focused on those people say, Jerusha, I'm willing. Jerusha, I'm right here. I'm willing. I'm focused on those people going to the top with me. And so you got to start focusing on yourself, your skills, so you can take your family with you. You can take your friends with you. You can take other people with you. So what I want you to do is I really want you to try to start that business if you have not. And you are going to work, okay? You're going to work the business, not just start it. It has to be in you. Most people have a business, but it's not in them. When it's in you, you can talk about that mess all day. Like you love it. Like, yes, you get tired of it like anything else, but you love it. That's like I get tired of my husband, but I love him. I get tired of my children, but I love them. I get tired of my parents, but I love them. So you get tired of your business, but you love it. You love it. You love it. So I want you to really try. To me, I think most people, they don't know what they don't know, so they continue to say no. Okay, once you learn, there's another way. It's possible for you. That's all you should be doing, is like, how can I make this happen? What do I need to do to change me? Because it starts with you first. Thank you for joining me. She said, hey, Jerusha, hello. Okay, so you got to make sure that you decide. And I just believe I'm partial to this. Network marketing and direct sales is the easiest and lowest cost business you can enter into, right? With very little money. It's not a storefront. You don't have to do all the things. If you have one, congratulations. I'm just saying the easiest and the lowest cost is something that's already built, and you get to build yours independently. And so I am all for it. Then you can take that money and start other businesses. Okay, does this make sense? Yes or yes? And so I see, hello, Gore. She said, I have a newbie in the building. Hello, Natasha. It's a newbie in the building. Hello, Cookie 4. I see a newbie in the building. And so I want you to know what my hope is. My hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. When I started my business in direct sales, I said I didn't know anything, and I was willing to learn. And so I started, sharing with every single person that I met. I wanted to tell them about it. I wanted to tell them that I was changing and I'm going this direction. I wanted people to know that this is what I'm doing. Okay. And do you want to come along with me? If you don't, that's okay. It's happening with or without you. So you got to have that type of attitude. I'm going to be successful with or without you. I like to do it with you, but I am going to do it without you. And it's okay if you leave people behind. It's all right. Leave them behind. Leave them in the rear. Weed out the folk, keep the people. Weed out the folk and keep the people. And so I know for me and my organization, I'm building 100 online leaders in my organization. And we're all going to win if I have something to do with it. Everything attached to me wins. And so well-behaved women never make history. And so if you think everybody's going to love you, they're not. You think everybody's going to come with you, they are not. They're not. But you do it anyway. You start that business. So this is what's happening. And I hope you guys understand where we're going. You can change the game. You can change the trajectory of your life in this moment. In this moment, you can. This is the age of knowing what you are made of. This is the age of knowing what you are made of. There are too many opportunities at your fingertips. Every day I see more opportunities at your fingertips. And so if you are not taking full advantage of it, you're wasting time. The problem is you think you have time. I tell this every time I get a chance when it comes up about time, because it freaks me out. When my son said it, he said, oh my gosh, every minute 1,000 people die. I think it's like every minute you got like 1,000 people dying every minute. And because I don't know when my minute is, I'm like living. I'm choosing to live. I'm choosing to jump. I'm choosing to soar. I'm choosing to do it because I don't know my minute and you don't know your minute. And so stop living for other people. Why are you holding back your greatness? And so these are 7 reasons you should start that business. Number 1, write this down. All the pretty people actually help me out. When you come onto my live, you help me out. You put it in the comments so other people can get it. And then you help me out. You share and you tag, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the new rich. You can hashtag knowledge is the new rich. Okay. So number 1, what I've learned is you can have and find freedom, whether it's financial freedom or time freedom. Like I said, I started for time freedom. I didn't know that you didn't need to work a 9 to 5. I thought that's how you got rich. I was like, this is how I'm doing it, right? I know people start storefront businesses, but I never wanted anything like that. Like I didn't want a restaurant or a boutique or anything like that. I didn't want that, right? I do want to write a book. I was like, oh, I want to do something like that, or real estate or something along those lines. And so, but my ultimate dream was always to just talk. It didn't matter where. I just wanted to talk. I knew I was going to get paid to talk. And so I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I was like, this is my gift and I need to use it and get paid to do it. And so When I started, I was confused, but I was hungry. I was the person that's hungry, like Les Brown says. And so the number one thing is you can find time freedom. You can find financial freedom when you start a business. Freedom is the golden promise of entrepreneurship. And that's why people say when you start a business, you have an organization, you're creating residual income, right? That's how you create pillow profits. Write that down. Hashtag pillow profits. So when I'm not working, I'm sleeping on my pillow, I could still be making money. And that's what you want to do, whether it's passive income, it doesn't matter. You can have the passive income or you can have residual income. Either way, it's pillow profits. Either way, you're making money while you're sipping on a Mai Tai or you're on vacation or whatever. It's making money for you. That's why you need to do it. If you stop working at your job today, they're not going to continue to pay me if I'm not there, right? They're not. Once you take your vacation days or sick days or whatever days, if you don't show up, they don't pay, correct? So if I don't show up to my business tomorrow, I still get paid because I've worked my business where I'm creating that residual income. So to me, that's probably the number one reason people really, really are talking about start a business, create residual income, do it, have 7 streams of income, do it. That's why people are saying it. Because it's nothing like you're sick and you have to go to work. Been there. Have anybody been there? Been there. You feel guilty. Like, oh, I can't take off. I just took off. I just went on vacation. Even though I don't feel good, I'm still going to work. Anybody? Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand if that's you. Me and you here. I did it. I'm not telling you theory. I'm telling you from my experience. I did it. Went to work sick, right? How many of you, right, you feel guilty when you don't go? Feel guilty? Yes. I get the hearts on Instagram. Yes, Instagram. You feel guilty. Why do you feel guilty? And then how many of you, be honest, I would take off on a Friday and Monday so I can have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off so it feel like a long time. Anybody? Raise your hand. Yes. Anybody? And you feel like, oh, this is going to be a long weekend. Or if Labor Day fell on Monday, you took off Thursday and Friday. So you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yes, I remember all the things. And I was like, oh, this is what people do. Okay. Oh, this is how it works. Until someone educated me and said, well, no, you don't have to have sick days. It could be any day you want it to be. No, you don't have to have vacation days. No, you don't have to have, you don't. And I was like, really? And so I was very impressed that you can earn an executive level income, right? Building a network marketing or direct sales business or any business for that matter. Okay. But you got to put in the sweat equity. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. You have to put in the sweat equity. I don't know what people are telling people. I just work 1 hour and I'm a millionaire. I just work 1 hour and I'm a 6-figure earner. I just work 1 hour and I'm a 7-figure earner. Are lies. You work more than that. Now, there are tools. I don't work as hard with using tools, but I still work. Okay. So these are tools. Right now, I'm streaming in several places. These are tools. And guess what? I can monetize this by using this recording and use it someplace else, right? And I could use it again someplace else, right? Because I've already done the work one time. So I can edit this broadcast and use it 6 months from now. And it still will work for me. So there are tools that you can use to make your life easier, right? But it still worked for me, right? It's still energy that I'm using. I'm still showing up. I'm still doing something. It's just different work. I like this kind of work where I can schedule myself. So number 2, I'm going to let you go, I promise. You'll build a source of pride. If you start that business, Misty, who asked me the question, you will build a source of pride when you do it. Because the thing that you are scared to do or afraid to do is the thing you probably need to do to go to your next level. And once you do it and you conquer that fear, there's a certain level of pride that comes upon you. And it's okay. I'm not saying, be braggadocious. I'm not saying that. It's nothing wrong with being proud of yourself. It's nothing wrong with celebrating yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. Okay. And so you'll get that confidence once you start it. Yes, you'll say, oh my gosh, I did it. Most people, they have this fear. They do it and they stop. It's always interesting to me. They're like, oh, the first thing that happens, they think it's a sign to stop. They don't think the latter, like, oh, maybe the enemy is trying for me to stop. So he's putting these obstacles in my way so I'll quit. But I'm not quitting. I had a lady say that to me. She's like, oh, all these things are in the way of us getting together. Maybe it's a sign that God is telling me not to do it. Girl, that is not God. Girl, that is not. Okay. So we convince ourselves, right, that sometimes it's not even God. It's the enemy. It's you. It's a lot of times it's just you talking to yourself. It's you. It's you telling yourself, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so afraid. Maybe it's God. Okay. No. How come we don't think positive and say, you know what? The reason why these obstacles are in my way, because the enemy knows if I get a hold to this business, the enemy knows if I learn these skills, the enemy knows if I start, making a 6 or 7 figure income, I'm going to help more people. I'm going to save more people. And the enemy doesn't want me to do that. So he's putting all these obstacles in my way for me to quit. How come we don't say that? The first thing that happened, what do people say? I don't know. It might be God telling me to stop. No. It could be the other way around. And so I like to look at things and then make a decision, right, based on the facts. It's okay to be nervous, Misty. It's okay to be nervous. I expect you to, but it's not okay to quit. Number 3, you can do things better. Once I became an entrepreneur, I really started working on myself. When I was in corporate America, I didn't have any classes about self-development. I didn't have any classes. They weren't sending me to, retreats to center myself and learn my body and learn none of it. But when I became an entrepreneur, one of the biggest things they talk about is self-development. The biggest thing they talk about is self-development. And so you can do things better. So when I started, not only was I growing a business, but I was growing myself. I handled situations differently. I spoke differently. I solved problems differently. Okay? Because I was around people who were doing things differently. Okay? And so what I'm saying to you is you can do things better. You can. So don't be the same, be better. We always want to try to be better than who we was yesterday. At least I do. Anybody raise your hand and say, yes, Sarusha, I want to be better than I was yesterday. Number 4, you can make money, obviously. What is this thing about money? I had the same hang up about money, right? And so you can make money. Money is a tool. Money is like a resource. Money allows you to have choices. You are a money magnet. You start speaking it over yourself. Scared money doesn't make money. So you have to start saying affirmations that are positive about money to attract money, right? You are a money magnet. Money comes easily to me. I have an overflow of money. Money is always moving. Money is always available. I started talking about it because I was in self-development courses and they were saying, you need to talk about it. You need to embrace it. It's not everything, but it allows you to have more choices. And so that's what we all want is a choice. Isn't that all? That's it. And money just allows you to have more choices than somebody who doesn't have money. And so if you want your family to win, you want your children to win, you got to have money to help them win. So it starts with you falling in love with that process, being in love with the process. Number 5, you'll learn new skills. I learned a lot of new skills. I'm still learning new skills. Technology is not my favorite, but I can learn. And so for me, I'm always learning a new app, a new tool, a new way of doing things. Now, even on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, they have shorts, which is just like TikTok or Reels. Now they have shorts on YouTube, and now I got to do shorts. Okay, now I have to figure out how that works. And so it's always going to be something new. If you do not start learning all of these things, you're going to be left behind. And so I have a son that's in school, and I'm like, I need to keep up with him. So I need to know what's going on. And so TikTok is not for just children. I use it for business. I use it for motivation. I use it for inspiration. That's why I use it. I use it to market and brand myself. And so if you're the person like, oh, that's for children, it's not. It is a great free tool that you can use to start that business. There's a lot of activity on there that's very positive, and everyone that is utilizing that tool, they're making money. I'm attracting people to me by doing that, and you can do the same. Are you afraid to do the TikTok and the reel? You don't have to dance. I don't dance too good. I try, but I'm not like hitting it. I'm not her. I try, right? But I'm having fun. I do it for the fun. I do it to inspire. That's why I do it. And so I'm not trying to be the best dancer. I'm not. And so you just have to say, you know what? I'm going to start this business, and I'm going to start on TikTok. I'm going to start on Instagram. I'm going to start on Facebook. I'm going to start wherever you're going to start, right? You just start. And so I can tell you, it's so important for you to be different. Your idea is different because it's yours. Okay, your presentation is different because it's yours. You're different. There was this movie. Oh my gosh, I wish my son was here so I could ask him the name of it. There was this movie, I think it's called Kumba. Oh my gosh, I wish he could hear me. I think there's this movie called Kumba. So I watch Disney movies with my son. I just love the message in the movies. And I'm always looking for the message because I love the story. Like, what's the real story? What's the moral of the story? And so I think the movie was called Kumba, and Kumba means skin. So a baby zebra was born without stripes on the back, okay, on the back half of his body. So imagine a zebra, but on the back half of his body, he did not have the stripes. And so other zebras, they would tease him all the time because he was different. Okay, so they would call him, different names, half zebra, half stripes, whatever. And so the zebra, he was, born that way without the stripes. And I thought, you know what, that's great. You're different. That means you stand out. And so one of the zebras, he went to this water pool. I hope I'm telling it right. My son would kill me. He went to this like magic water hole, and he jumped in. And when he came out, he was striped all over. And so it's been said that zebras were not striped before, that they jumped into this water pool, and then when they came out, they were all striped. Okay, this is the movie. And so now they all look the same. They were no longer different. And so because they weren't different, people weren't able to tell one from the other. And so it's not bad to be different because you want to be set aside from everybody else. You want people to know I'm different. I look different. I talk different. Everything's different. And so in the movie, they all became the same. And now you couldn't tell one from the other. And so me and my son, we talked about that and say, you know what? I'm glad that you're different. I'm glad you look different from your classmates. I'm glad you speak different. I'm glad you just different altogether. You want to stand out. Do you really want to be like everybody else? And so that's how I felt, as well. When I was, wanting to leave corporate America, everybody was like, you better not leave that good corporate job. I worked in television. You better not leave that good corporate job. And I'm like, well, I really want to start my own business. I really want time freedom. My son needs me. That was me. And then people was like, I don't know. Maybe you should do it part-time. I did start it on a part-time basis, but eventually I laid them off when I replaced my income. Okay. So being different in a class all by yourself is good. So when the world tries to tear you down, trying to, shatter your dreams, right? And whatever your dreams are, and it could be your family, it could be your friends, your siblings, your coworkers. For me, it was coworkers, but you continue to be different unless you want to look the same. I did not want to look the same. I didn't want to just go to work, every day in traffic for 2 hours in Atlanta, sitting in the office all day, come back home, eat dinner, do it all over again, have a 2-week vacation. I was just fitting in, looking like everybody else. And I always knew I was supposed to do greater things. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. And so I was like, I'm tired of this life. It has to be something better. Okay. And so if you're feeling like, yes, Jerusha, I understand your pain. That's where I was. And that is what drove me to change. My son was in a situation where he needed his mother, not the daycare worker. And so I was on a mission to make that happen. And so when people didn't believe it could happen, I made it happen. Okay. So you guys want more out of your businesses or starting a business, you got to choose to be different. You do. Whatever it is, t-shirts, lotions, potions, gels, I don't care, pots, pans, I don't care what it is. Okay. Whatever your thing is, you got to be different. Okay. You want long-term financial freedom, you can have it, but you have to build a business. You have to develop a strong business work ethic. You have to tell people about it, but you can do it. Number 6, and I'm gonna let you guys go. You might obviously lower your taxes. That's so important. If you have a business, you get all these great tax deductions. Get an accountant for that. And obviously, if you have a business where you can help other people, you can create jobs, right? You start a business, you create jobs. You start a restaurant, you create jobs. You open up a boutique, you create jobs. Whatever it is, you can create income for other people. In my business, I'm developing 100 online leaders, helping those 100 women build their businesses, earn what they want to earn, showing them how it's possible when you're different. Okay? You can do it. And number 8, please, number 8, write this down. Thank you so much on Facebook, writing it down, all 8 for me. Follow your passion. Number 8, follow your passion. Whatever it is. My passion has always been to talk. I went in different, I was always going to be talking. I just didn't know in what formality, right? I didn't know how. And so even when I started my business, they said, you get to talk and speak and inspire. I'm like, what? Yes. Okay. So you can follow your passion and make money doing something that you love to do. So what is that thing that you love to do? Comment below. What is that thing that you love to do? Like, it doesn't even feel like you're working because you just love it. Like, you just love doing hair. You just love doing lashes. You just love whatever it is. You love making jewelry. Like, what is that thing? Put it in the comments below. What is that thing that you just love? You like, ooh, I just love it. You can't get enough of it. You just can't get enough of it, right? You get tired, but you still love it. Write it down. Oh, put it in the comments. Yes, okay. Interior decorating. What else? Okay. You make jewelry. Yes. Okay. What else? What is it that you just absolutely love doing? And you're cooking. You like to cook. Okay, great. All right. So do I have any dancers? What is it that you absolutely love to do? You can get paid to do that thing. Okay. I'm not the only chosen one. It's so many people, right? It's not for the chosen few. It's for the few that choose. The people that choose to be different. The difference between me and most people is I've learned my value. Most people don't know their value. And so they keep doing things that they're not happy about. They keep doing things just to create income as opposed to running after their passion. And so this is the thing, what I've learned, write this down. I created this course called the 3-Day Ride. In me creating that course at the time, I was just going to, say, hey, if you want this course, if you want to learn how to build your business online, you want to find your ideal prospects, you want to learn how to overcome objections, you want to learn how to post and get, good engagements on your post, you want to learn all those things. Hey, I created this 3-Day Ride. And so when I did it, September will be 1 year. I was like, I'm just going to help those women who want it. They're ready. They're hungry. I had no idea it was going to grow to this magnitude. And now I've been doing that course on a quarterly basis. And people are demanding the course. Like, is there another one? Is there another one? And I was only going to do it one time. And so when I realized there was a need for it, right? And obviously, this is the thing. We're in the business of solving problems. I was solving somebody's problem. They had a problem with being online. They had a problem with starting a business and engaging with people and getting sales online. And so I was solving that problem. And so people started saying, are you going to do that course again? And so I said, yes. And so I started doing that course every 3 months on a quarterly basis. And so this September will be my 1 year anniversary in helping other women start their businesses or build their businesses 100% online, leveraging social media. And so that course is coming up September the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And so if you know you want something like that, only if you know you're ready to go through the process, click the link in my bio, DM me, whatever is necessary, I got you. And so those 3 days, I am live for 3 days, and I keep you in a private group with me so I can answer your questions as you implement the strategies. So this is not just get it and leave. This is let's nurture you and make sure you understand what you're supposed to be doing to get the results you want, because you can build a business 100% online. You can. See, the maker of an object gives it value. I didn't know how valuable that course was going to be until I did it, right? Now I understand the need for continuing to do it. And so you got to know your value. And so I can tell you, what's the world's greatest painter? What's his name? Leonardo da Vinci or somebody. He has these paintings for there's like thousands and thousands of dollars. And then, of course, like a mother knows her value of her children. Most mothers, they'll kill you almost about their children because they love them. They know the value of protecting them and, keeping them from harm and danger and really just nurturing them. The same thing with your business. As your business coach, your mentor, they want to nurture you and help you start a business. Find one if you don't have one. Find one. It's so many people that you could be listening to and learning from and implementing. Why aren't you doing those things? So you've got to understand your value first. And so I am so excited. God is our maker and he values us. I need you to understand and believe you are valuable. I need you to work like that, act like that, talk like that, be that. I need that from you. And so, Miss Misty, I hope I answered your question on all the ways of why you should start a business. I gave you 7 reasons why you should start a business if you have not started one, right? And so hopefully tonight you put that business plan together. Hopefully, if it's a business like network marketing and direct sales, you call her up and say, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to start that business. I know my value now. I know I deserve more. I'm ready. I'm hungry. I'm here. You do it tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow your emotions going to change. And we already know people think, right, they should wait till they feel it. No, you shouldn't wait till you feel it. You should do it while you're scared. You should do it while you're unsure. You should do it. Yes, do all the research you want, but you should do it. Because I can tell you what, you thinking about it is not going to make more money. You doing it is going to make more money. Okay? So thinking about it, no money. Doing it and action. See, actions creates transactions. Actions create transactions. So if you want more money, you want more transactions, then you need to act first. Don't worry about the emotions. They'll come later, right? So many people waiting to be motivated. Just start. So if that was helpful, Misty, I answered your business question. If that was helpful, say helpful, Jerusha, #helpful. If that was helpful to you, #helpful. Let me know that you got value today. If you got value, I so appreciate you. All you have to do is share a tag, either one. Share the broadcast, tag. I don't want to be the best kept secrets. I don't want to be the best kept secrets. Go ahead and do that. And then, of course, I just believe business, being in business is not a seesaw. You don't have to put somebody down in order to go up. We can all go up together. And so you do you. You be different. I tell my boys all the time, you be different, baby. Yes, you are it. You're valuable. Yes, you start. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, #3-day ride. If you know you need the 3-day ride, I'm going to tell you it's certainly worth it. All you got to do is click my bio, 3-day ride, get all the details, all the logistics. Get it now, because I only take a select few, because it is early bird registration, because I want to make sure that I get to know you, Melissa. I want to get to know you. Is that Miss Vicky LaShawn? I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you, Style Genetics. I want to get to know you. And so if it's thousands, I can't do that. So I take a small group as soon as possible. Reserve your seat. It's a virtual training. I'm live every day in that training, helping you build and start a business or build your current business. So hashtag 3-day ride, or get the details, click the link in my bio. I'm so appreciative of you learning today. If you got value, say yes, Jerusha. If you got value, make sure you say yes, value, hashtag helpful, and I'll keep showing up because I love this right here. I'll keep showing up, giving you motivation, inspiration, and free business tips. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I see you on the page.